Hi, I'm Holly Hazen. Welcome to the news.
After a quiet, tranquil summer, the halls of BHS are now filled with students again. This year's enrollment is 250 students. This year brings several new faces to the BHS faculty and administration. Rick Johnson is our new high school principal, Matt Copeland is our new English teacher and athletic director, Jamie Tipton is our new PE teacher and baseball coach, and Lindsay Dersch is our new 5th grade teacher.
Back to school usually sees our baseball and softball squads on the diamond. However, due to rain, 1 baseball game and 3 softball games, as well as a softball tournament, have been postponed. Things are looking better this week, and we hope to get the season started tonight.
Hi, I'm Cody. Welcome to this week's BHS Action News.
After having the first week of the season wiped out by rain, the Tigers finally took the field Monday, hosting Linn County. The girls got off to a shaky start, allowing 8 runs in the first 2 innings. After that, the Lady Tigers started to chip away at Linn County's lead. Powered by a 4-for-5 hitting performance by Kimberly Elsie and a 3 RBI triple by Brooke Salter, the Lady Tigers made a great late charge, falling just a little short in a 13-11 loss. The boys fared no better against Linn County, falling 14-2 in their season opener. Brent Platts got the first Tiger score with a solo home run in the second. Jacob Shipman added a second run in the third. After drawing a walk, a combination of aggressive base running and throwing errors brought him around to score. Tuesday night, the Lady Tigers visited Scotland County for a varsity-junior varsity doubleheader. The JV team played a scrappy 3 innings, but fell short running 4 runs while giving up 6. In the varsity contest, the Brashear batters were no match for the Scotland County pitching, and the Tigers took an 8-0 loss. Thursday night found the Tigers on the road again for a conference game at Macon County. The boys were victims of a 6-error defensive effort while giving up 11 runs while scoring 2. Brent Platts pitched for the Tigers, ringing up 11 strikeouts. Tyler Killen got the scoring going with his first varsity hit, a 4th-inning solo home run. The Ladies Tigers had no problem handling Macon County with an easy 21-2 3-inning win. Freshman Christina Scudder fanned 8 batters in her first varsity start. Her offense pounded out 10 hits and drew 12 walks in support, with Danny Moyer going 3 for 3 and Holly Hazing going 2 for 2 at the plate. The Lady Tigers are now 1-1 in Tri-County Conference play. The Tigers' next games are at Novinger Wednesday, September 8th.
After seeing the Brashear Lady Tigers win back-to-back state championships, the Brashear Athletic Boosters decided it was time to give our basketball girls some well-deserved recognition. If you're traveling through Brashear, you can see their new sign along Highway 6. A group of volunteers, including Ivan Cole, Brent Hedinger, Matt Copeland, Lonnie Salter, Doug Clarkson, Robert Elsie, Kenny Crandall, Kelly Church, Danny Clarkson, and Travis Hedinger, worked Saturday, August 21st, to erect the sign on Larry Ledford's land. Terry Baker designed the sign and provided it at cost, as well as donating labor to the project. So far, the boosters have received around $500 in donation towards the $1,300 cost of the sign. The Booster Club is still accepting donations and would appreciate your support.
Hello, this is Katrina and welcome to BHS Channel 14 News.
This year, the new elementary has received a new program for grades K through 6. The 21st Century Community Learning Center grant will be providing benefits for the 48 students in the before and after school program. Our district applied for the federal grant in April 2004 and began receiving the benefits from this grant at the beginning of this school year. Students are in school from 7 till 8 in the morning and 3:15 till 5:15 in the afternoon. The students arrive in the morning by their own means of transportation, but are provided a bus ride for after school.
Tuesday night saw Brashear on the road to conference rival Novinger. The softball team shut out Novinger 4-0. Christina Scudder recorded the win, giving up just 3 hits. The boys, meanwhile, took a 27-2 loss. Brent Platts had a 4th inning 2-run homer for the Tigers.
There you go. Good job. Go for it, Ash. She's safe.
Friday night, the Lady Tigers just couldn't get the bats going, losing 5-0 to La Plata. The boys hung in really well, pounding out 9 hits against La Plata, eventually losing 8-2. Brent Platt struck out 6 batters in the contest. Saturday was a Schuyler County JV softball tournament. The Lady Tigers brought the bats along, scoring 26 runs. Unfortunately, that wasn't enough. The JV Tigers lost 12-10 to Knox County, 12-11 to Clark County, and 8-5 to Brookfield. Kimberly Elsie made her pitching debut, giving up only 5 runs. Jessie Hill had a pair of doubles on the day, and Christina Scudder had a solo home run. The Tigers hosted Atlanta Tuesday and Green City Friday.
Hi, I'm Cody. Welcome to this week's BHS Action News.
Monday night was open house and book fair night at school. Members of the Brashear faculty and staff were introduced. Also, students who scored proficient or advanced on last spring's MAP test were introduced and honored. During the MAP testing, 56 students scored in the proficient category and 16 scored in the advanced category. The MAP test is given to all students at various grade levels throughout the state of Missouri. Results of the MAP test are used to measure how well schools are educating their students. Brashear students scored above state averages in most areas.
The Tigers hosted the Atlanta Hornets Tuesday for a baseball-softball doubleheader. The girls' game was a wild one, with Brashear rallying from 3-0 and 7-5 deficits to get the win. Danny Moyer had 2 inside the park home runs, driving in 3 runs. Brooke Salter had a triple and stole home with the game-winning run. Jessie Hill, Christina Scudder, and Meredith Thompson also had hits. Christina Scudder struck out 11 batters but walked 7 and gave up 3 hits. The boys couldn't match the offensive punch of Atlanta, losing 11-0. Cale Watson had a ground rule double and recorded 3 fly ball putouts in center field. Jacob Shipman, Andrew Linhart, and Tyler Killen also had hits. Andrew Linhart got the start, striking out 5 and walking 2. The Lady Tigers faced Green City at Brashear in a Tri-County Conference game Friday night. Jessie Hill led off the game with a double, getting the Tigers started on their 7-4 win. Brooke Salter had 2 hits, including a triple, while Meredith Thompson, Andrea Reeves, Kimberly Elsie, and Christina Scudder also had hits. Christina Scudder and Shayna Rusk teamed up on the mound for the win. The Lady Tigers are now 4-2 in the conference and 4-3 overall. The Brashear baseball team continues to improve. With the home run from Tyler Killen and singles from Andrew Linhart, Brent Platts, John Mountain, and Jacob Shipman, they maintained a 2-1 lead over Green City all the way into the 4th inning. Green City plated a run to tie the game at 2-2 in the 4th, and then rallied for 4 runs in the 5th, putting the game out of reach. The final score was 12-3 in favor of Green City. Brent Platts got the start for Brashear, striking out 7 batters. The Lady Tigers host Marion County for the varsity/junior varsity doubleheader on Monday. The Tigers traveled to Buckland Tuesday for a varsity-junior varsity baseball doubleheader, and Brevier visits Friday for baseball and softball. The softball team will then travel to Schuyler County Tournament Saturday.
Hi, I'm Cody. Welcome to this week's BHS Action News.
If you drove past school last week, you may have noticed a lot of teachers still around long after the kids went home early. The teachers were getting training in creating XHTML web pages as a professional development activity. The course was taught over the internet by instructors from Moornet in Columbia. The Centra program used for the in-service allowed our teachers and the Moornet instructors to talk to each other while the instructional materials were presented on our computer screens.
The BHS Tiger Marching Band has been putting in a lot of practice lately. Starting with band camp in August and continuing with many early morning practices, the Marching Tigers have been preparing for their first performance. That day arrived last Saturday with Brashear taking part in the MU Marching Mizzou Band Day. The Marching Tigers, along with 600 musicians from 26 schools, joined the Mizzou Marching Band on the field for the halftime show of the Mizzou Ball State football game. The BHS Band will have their next performance on October 2nd at the Culver-Stockton Homecoming Parade.
The Brashear Lady Tigers hosted Marion County Monday, September 21st for a junior varsity softball doubleheader. Brashear won the varsity contest 4-0, while Marion County took the JV game 5-3. A solid defensive effort by the Tigers, including a 1-3-2 double play, helped shut down the Marion County offense, while the Lady Tigers picked up 6 hits of their own. Brooke Salter had a single and a double and an RBI. Danny Moyer had a triple and a single. Christina Scudder had a single and an RBI, and Ashley Clarkson had a single and 2 RBIs. Christina Scudder pitched the 4-0 shutout, striking out 8 batters. In the JV contest, the Tigers were plagued by some defensive problems, allowing 5 Marion County runs. The Tigers fell a little short, scoring 3 runs on 5 hits. Shayna Rusk, Ashley Clarkson, Amanda Mills, and Jessie Hill each had singles, and Stephanie McKim tripled. Shayna Rusk got the start and struck out 4 in the 3-inning contest. Tuesday, the Tigers baseball squad traveled to conference rival Buckland, with junior pitcher Andrew Linhart on the mound ringing up 10 strikeouts. All the Tigers needed for a win was for the bats to come alive. Travis Hedinger had 2 hits, Tyler Killen had a double, and Jacob Shipman, Brent Platts, and Danny Clarkson had singles. Linhart helped his cause when he was twice hit by pitches with the bases loaded to give him 2 RBIs on the night. The Tigers won the contest 12-6 in 7 innings. Friday night, Brashear will be hosting Brevier.
Hi, I'm Samantha, and welcome to the news.
The students of BHS were treated to an all-school assembly Thursday. Scottish Bard Jeff Campbell came dressed in full Highland attire to speak to our students. He brought a large collection of Scottish swords and weapons and told traditional Scottish stories.
Before Friday night's last home game against Brevier, 10 softball and baseball players were recognized for senior night. Holly Hazen, Brooke Salter, Meredith Thompson, Danny Moyer, Jeremiah Osborne, Brent Platts, Danny Clarkson, Travis Hedinger, Jacob Moffitt, and John Suslich were honored in between the softball and baseball games.
And here's this week's special report on the VHS blood drive.
This Tuesday, September 28th, National Honor Society sponsored their annual blood drive at the Keller Building. The goal was to collect 25 units of blood, but we received 32 units. We had 8 first-time donors, 7 of which were BHS students. NHS would like to thank Nurse Sherry and all who donated. We would encourage all eligible donors to participate in the next blood drive.
Now here's Tyler Killing with this week's sports.
Last Friday saw Brevier coming to town for our last conference games of the season. The Lady Tigers played a great defensive game, but just couldn't get on the scoreboard, losing 1-0. The opposite was true for the Tigers as they lit up the scoreboard with 14 runs. Brent Platts and John Suslich each had singles. Tyler Killen had 2 singles, Kel Watson doubled, and Jeremiah Osborne tripled. Danny Clarkson homered for the Tigers, and Jacob Shipman had a home run and a single. Even though Brent Platt struck out 13 Brevier batters, the Tigers fell just short, losing 15-14. The Lady Tigers played in the Schuyler County Tournament Saturday. They got off to a good start by beating Milan 5-2 before falling to Scotland County 5-4 in the semifinal game. The third place game was also a heartbreaker, with Schuyler edging the Lady Tigers 8-7 in an extra innings game. Brashear traveled to Knox County Monday for a junior varsity doubleheader. It was senior night at Knox County, and both Knox County and Brashear seniors were honored before the game. Kimberly Elsie and Brooke Salter teamed up in the JV game and pitched their team to a 5-5 tie. In the varsity matchup, the Tigers managed to get the lead but couldn't hold on to it, eventually losing 8-4. Shayna Russ got the start and fanned 7 batters on the night. Thursday night, the Lady Tigers traveled to Green City for another junior varsity doubleheader. The Tigers had a great offensive game, pounding out 13 hits. Kimberly Elsie had a double and 2 singles. Sheree Cole had 3 singles. Danny Moyer had a double and a single, and Jessie Hill had a double. A solid defensive effort behind starting pitcher Christina Scudder netted the Tigers an 11-1 6-inning win. In the JV contest, the Tigers came out strong again, scoring 8 runs, while starter Shayna Rusk and a stingy defense held Green City to only 2 runs.
For the Lady Tigers, Meredith Thompson had 2 hits, Kayla Hedinger had a double, Jessie Hill and Haley Kelsey singled.
The Lady Tigers will be playing in the Atlanta tournament Saturday.
Hi, I'm Cody. Welcome to this week's BHS Action News.
Saturday, October 2nd, the Brashear Marching Tigers traveled to Canton, Missouri for a successful second performance in the annual Culver-Stockton Homecoming Parade. The parade featured 8 competing bands, and the Canton junior high and high school bands played for exhibition. The parade started at 10 o'clock and was half a mile long. Brashear placed second in the 1A division. Their next performance is the CMSU Homecoming Parade in Fayette, Missouri on Saturday, October 9th.
On October 6th, the students of BHS, grades 7 through 12, loaded on buses for a field trip to Thousand Hills Lake. This field trip was the reward for doing well on last spring's map test. The students spent the day hiking, fishing, playing horseshoes, football, washers, and hacky sack. At noon, they enjoyed a picnic lunch and some time for relaxation. The buses returned the group to school at 3:15.
Tuesday night, Brashear hosted the Canton Tigers for a varsity-junior varsity softball doubleheader. Brashear had some offensive problems in the varsity game, scoring only 1 run while allowing 4 for Canton. In the junior varsity contest, Brashear managed 3 runs but gave up 19. Brashear faces Atlanta in first-round district tournament action Friday night at 5 o'clock at La Plata.
Now we'll leave you with the Brashear Marching Tigers performing at the Culver Stockton Homecoming Parade.
Welcome to BHS Channel 14 News.
On Monday night, over 60 members of the BHS chapter of FBLA met for the annual Fun Night. The night started with students devouring 20 pizzas along with desserts. After supper, the students partnered up for cards, twister, and other fun activities. The team of Meredith Thompson and Travis Henninger were the overall point winners for the night. The team of Brent Platts and Danny Clarkson came in second. Other upcoming FBLA activities include Krispy Kreme donut sales and a field trip to Ottumwa, Iowa.
The junior high basketball season got underway Thursday night with both teams headed to the Green City tournament. The girls kicked off the evening with a 4:30 game against Navajo. The Young Lady Tigers squad didn't fare very well, taking a 31-10 loss. Jesse Hill had 5 points, Caroline Slavin had 3, and Cassie Wood chipped in 2 points. The girls will be back in action tonight in the third place game. In the boys' game, the Tigers overpowered Novinger by a score of 51-40. Jacob Shipman was the leading Tiger scorer with 14 points. Matt Thomas had 12, Kylie Watson had 10, Kale Watson and Justin Hazen each had 5. Anthony Ambrosia had 3, and James Wood scored 2 points. The boys will play for first tonight. District softball finally got underway Saturday after rainouts on Thursday and Friday nights. The BHS Tigers finally took the field Saturday afternoon against conference rival Atlanta. The extremely muddy field conditions made for some interesting slipping and sliding. BHS ultimately prevailed 3-2 to advance to the semifinal game against North Shelby. Kimberly Elsie, Brooke Salter, and Christina Scudder all were 1 for 3 at the plate, and Scudder struck out 9 to notch the win. In the semifinal game, the Lady Tigers got the bats going, putting up 4 runs and enjoyed a 4-2 lead in the middle innings. A strong offensive surge by North Shelby, coupled with a series of defensive lapses, allowed North Shelby to get the win by a 6-4 margin. Brooke Salter and Danny Moyer both went 1 for 2 at the plate, with Moyer driving in 2 runs. Kimberly Elsie and Christina Scudder were both 1 for 4 at the plate.
Congratulations to Lady Tigers softball players Danny Moyer, Brooke Salter, and Christina Scudder. They were all named to the District 9 All-District softball team. This is the second time for Danny to receive this honor.
Okay, we're rolling. Nathan, you ready? All right.
This is the sport of speed stacking. Hi, I'm Coach Tipton. Welcome to the news.
From Adair County, the Brashear Marching Tigers with band director Rhonda Harrison. Drum majors Amanda Powell.
BHS Tiger Marching Band headed for the Hannibal Band Day Tuesday. They joined 30 Missouri and Illinois bands from as far away as St. Charles, Missouri. While there, the Tigers marched in a parade down Broadway and through downtown Hannibal. In the evening, they participated in field performances on the football field of Hannibal High School. The band's next performance will be on Saturday at 9 a.m. in the Truman State University Homecoming Parade. Also, several of our singers will be practicing Sunday with the Tri-County Conference Choir. The Conference Choir will go on tour Monday and perform here at Brashear at 1 p.m.
The junior high girls faced host Green City Friday night in the third place game of Green City tournament. Brashear claimed the third place spot with a 24-20 win. Jessie Hill had 13 points, Cassie Wood had 7, and Emily Ladwig had 4 points. The Tigers will host Mary Immaculate for a pair of 7th and 8th grade only games tonight. The junior high basketball teams traveled to Green City last night for their first conference games of the season. The girls got the evening started, bringing home an 18-16 win. Cassie Wood led the Tigers' scores with 9 points. Caroline Slavin scored 5, and Jessie Hill and Adrian Mountain each chipped in 2 points. The Lady Tigers are now 2-1 on the season and 1-0 in conference.
The boys' basketball team played La Plata last Friday for first place in the Green City tournament. Brashear had a heartbreaking loss in overtime with a score of 39-41. Cale Watson was the Tiger leading scorer for Brashear with 14 points. Ryan Furdick had 9 points, Justin Hazen had 8, Matt Thomas had 6, and James Wood had 2. In the boys' contest, the Tigers jumped out to an early 18-2 lead and never looked back. The final score was 38-14. The top Tiger scorer was Ryan Furdick with 8 points. Justin Hazen and Matt Thomas each had 6. Cale Watson, David Anderson, and Jeremy Clay had 4 apiece. And Jacob Shipman, Kylie Watson, and Trey Treasure each chipped in with 2. The Tigers are now 2-1 on the season and 1-0 in the conference.
Coach Jamie Tipton has been introducing his PE classes to the sport of speed stacking. Speed stacking involves rapidly stacking cups into different pyramid patterns. The sport helps improve an athlete's focus and coordination while exercising both the body and the brain. It also promotes quickness, hand-eye coordination, ambidexterity, and sportsmanship. As you can see from the video, the kids are having a great time.
Hi, I'm Cody. Welcome to this week's BHS Action News.
Saturday, October 23rd, the Brashear Marching Tigers participated in the Kirksville Truman Homecoming Parade, their last parade of the marching season. The parade started around 9 o'clock in the morning. The band marched about a mile down Franklin Street through downtown Kirksville. 7 1A bands competed against the Tigers, who placed 4th in competition. Next on the agenda for the Tiger Band is preparing for Pep Band and the upcoming Christmas concert. 108 members of the Tri-County Conference Choir visited BHS Monday. After practicing at Bevere Sunday afternoon, the choir went on tour Monday. They started their day with concerts at Bevere and Atlanta. BHS was their final stop for the day. Singers Kayla Moots, Katie Stewart, and Stephanie Linhart represented Brashear in the choir. The Tri-County Conference is made up of schools from Brashear, Novinger, Green City, Lynn County, Buckland, Macon County, Bevere, Atlanta, and La Plata.
All week, students and faculty members have been dressing up to celebrate Red Ribbon Week. Tuesday's drug-free activity brought grades K through 12 to the high school gym to meet Nero, one of the Adair County K-9 units. Deputy Bailey and Deputy Broughton talked to the students about the advantages of working with a K-9 unit. Nero searched for drugs, found objects, and also attacked Deputy Bailey, who was dressed as an offender. Nero originally came from Germany and is trained in everything from finding drugs to protecting police officers. On Friday night, the Lady Tigers played Mary Immaculate. Emily Ladwig scored 7 points and Caroline Slaveland added 1. The final score was a 26-8 loss.
Friday night, Mary Immaculate came to Brashear. The game got off to a fast start for Brashear. They scored 18 in the first quarter and 19 in the second quarter. Ryan Furdig led the Tigers with 18 points. Anthony Ambrosia had 11, Justin Hazen had 8, Trey Treasure, Jacob Owens, and Hunter Higgins each contributed 2 points. The final score was a whopping 44-29.
Monday night's game versus Atlanta Hornets was a thriller. Jessie Hill led the Lady Tigers with 12 points. Cassie Wood and Emily Lodwig each added 6 points, and Carolyn Slavin threw in 4. The final score was a 30-17 win for Brashear.
Monday night, Atlanta came calling for a junior high doubleheader. The boys' game was a nail-biter. The fans had their whole seats, but they only needed the edge. Jacob Shipman led the Tigers with 12 points. David Anderson had 5 points. Cale Watson, Ryan Furdig, and Justin Hazen each put in 4. After the final buzzer, Brashear won 33-31.
On Tuesday, the Lady Tigers hosted the Bevere Wildcats for a tight game. Jessie Hill and Emily Ladwig each had 8 points. Cassie Wood and Caroline Slavin each contributed 2. After the dust settled, Brashear stood on top with a 20-14 win. With La Plata coming to town on Thursday, the Tigers were hoping to keep their momentum in the conference race. The Girls faced a squad loaded with freshmen and were unable to stay with them, losing 33-20. Scoring for the Lady Tigers were Emily Lodwig with 8 points, Jessie Hill with 7, and Cassie Wood with 5 points. The Lady Tigers are now 3-1 in conference and 4-3 overall.
Tuesday evening, Bevere traveled to Brashear. The boys started like a house of fire, scoring 18 in the first quarter. Ryan Ferdig was the Tiger high scorer with 14 points. Matt Thomas had 10 points, Jacob Shipman had 8, and Kale Watson chipped in 6. The final score was 50-38. The boys hoped to avenge an overtime loss to Oplata at the Green City tournament, but Oplata proved too strong again this time, beating the Tigers 44-34. Tiger scorers included Kale Watson with 10, Jacob Shipman with 8, Justin Hazen with 6, Matt Thomas and David Anderson each had 4, and Ryan Ferdig scored 2 points. The Tigers are now 3-1 in conference and 5-2 overall. The Tigers travel to Buckland tonight for a pair of conference games.
Bienvenidos a las noticias.
That was good.
Beginning this week, Mr. Caldwell has been sponsoring a double elimination chess tournament. 16 of BHS's greatest chess minds from grades 7 through 12 have been competing in Mr. Caldwell's room before school. Hopefully a champion will be crowned within the next 2 weeks. Friday night, the Lady Tigers hit the road to Buckland. They beat their conference opponents by a score of 26-14. Leading the way for the Lady Tigers was Jessie Hill with 12 points. Emily Lodwig scored 9, Caroline Slavin and Adrian Mountain each had 2, and Carmen Wood had 1 point. Monday night brought another Lady Tiger victory at Macon County by a score of 38-8. Scorers were Caroline Slavin with 8 points, Cassie Wood and Emily Lodwig each had 6, Jessie Hill with 4, Carmen Woods and Alexis Harrelson with 3, and Adrian Mountain, Courtney Clarkson, Ashley Collop, and Megan Taylor with 2 points each. Novinger came to town Tuesday ready to play. They handed the Lady Tigers a 17-37 loss. Scorers were Adrian Mountain and Jessie Hill with 6 each, Emily Lodwig with 3, and Alexis Harrelson with 2. The Tigers traveled to Lynn County Thursday for their final conference games of the season. The Lady Tigers had a tough night, falling by a score of 36-10. Jessie Hill scored 6 points. Adrian Mountain and Amber Alexander also scored 2. The Lady Tigers have a season record of 5-3 in conference and an overall record of 6-5.
Brashear boys played Friday night against conference rival Buckland. Brashear lost a tight game to 40-46. Jacob Shipman was the leading scorer with 11 points. Kel Watson had 10, David Anderson had 8, Ryan Ferdig had 5, Matt Thomas had 4, and Justin Hazen had 2. Monday, Brashear traveled to Macon County. The Tigers' leading scorer was Justin Hazen with 12 points, Ryan Ferdig with 8, Jacob Shipman 8, Kel Watson had 6, Matt Thomas with 4, Kylie Watson with 4, Aaron Hart had 2, and Trey Treasure had 2. After the dust settled, the boys stood on top with a 46-34 win. Tuesday night, Brashear played the hated Wildcats from Novinger. The leading scorer for Brashear was Justin Hazen with 14 points. Ryan Ferdig had 13, Kel Watson had 9, Jacob Shipman 5, David Anderson with 4, Anthony Ambrosian with 2, Jeremy Clay had 1, and Kyle Watson had 1. The final score was 49-26. Thursday night, the Tigers defeated Lynn County 47-37. Jacob Shipman put in 12 points, Kel Watson had 10, Ryan Ferdig had 8, Justin Hazen and Matt Thomas had 5, David Anderson had 4, and Kyle Watson had 3. The Tigers finished the conference play with a record of 6-2 and are now 8-3 overall. Both Tiger teams begin play in the Atlanta tournament Tuesday.
Hi, I'm Cody. Welcome to this week's BHS Action News.
Well, coming up when the news continues making Christmas a little brighter for kids who would otherwise have to do without.
That story of selfless giving next on Your Source at 6.
Our very own 6th grade class appeared on KTVO News Wednesday. Teacher Corey Millis has organized an Operation Christmas Child effort in the 6th grade class. Students have been donating toys, school supplies, and other useful items. These will be shipped to needy kids in other countries so they can have presents for Christmas.
And kids in other
Over the past several days, a small army has been hard at work on the FBLA courtyard. Mrs. Reese, along with many student and faculty volunteers, have been planting flowers and doing landscaping work. The area around the patio is being covered with landscape cloth, bricks, and mulch to cut down on grass mowing and to beautify the area. During the afternoon last Wednesday, Pepsi visited Brashear High School bringing a multimedia presentation called Inside Out. All students from grades 7 through 12 viewed the video dealing with peer pressure and the struggles to fit into a high school setting.
Tuesday night, the Lady Tigers faced the Buckland Bulldogs in the Atlanta tournament. The Tigers managed to come out on top with a final score of 20-12. The Lady Tigers' leading scorers were Cassie Wood with 8, Jessie Hill and Emily Lodwood with 4, and Carmen Woods and Tabitha Killen with 2. Thursday night, the Lady Tigers faced one of their conference rivals, the La Plata Bulldogs. The Tigers didn't manage to come out on top, losing with a score of 20-25. Jessie Hill scored 10, Cassie Wood had 6, Adrian Mountain had 3, and Emily Lodwig had 1 point. Tuesday night, the Tigers played their opening game in the Atlanta tournament. The game started slow, but then started rolling for the Tigers. Cale Watson led the Tigers with the high score of 14 points. Jacob Shipman added 9 to the score. Ryan Ferdig had 6. Justin Hazen and David Anderson each threw down 4 points. The defense also showed up, holding the Raiders to only 4 points in the fourth quarter. The final score was a 40-20 win for Brashear. The Tigers fell to Buckland by a score of 39-36 in Thursday's night action at the Atlanta tournament. Scorers for Brashear were Cale Watson with 10 points, Ryan Ferdig with 9, Matt Thomas with 7, Jacob Shipman with 5, Anthony Ambrosia with 3, and David Anderson with 2. Both Tiger teams will finish their season Saturday night in the third place games at Atlanta.
Hi, I'm Nathan, and this is BHS in Action News.
On Tuesday, 66 students, along with their sponsors, boarded buses headed for Ottumwa. Upon arrival, half of the group visited the Industrial Technology Center at Indian Hills Community College, while the other half visited the John Deere factory. The two groups met again at lunch, which was provided by Indian Hills. In the afternoon, the groups traded places for tours before heading home. The students got to see industrial robots, lasers, and other high-tech machinery in use and were able to explore post-high school education opportunities.
Saturday night, Brashear girls played Green City for third place in the Atlanta tournament in what was their final game of the season. Brashear ended with a very close 20-22 loss. Cassie Wood and Jessie Hill were the leading scorers with 7 points. Carmen Woods, Caroline Slavin, and Emily Lodwick each had 2. The Lady Tigers end their season with a 500 record, going 7-7.
We came out victorious at last Saturday's boys basketball game at Atlanta. The final score was 58-35. Jacob Shipman led the team with an amazing 28 points. Kyle Watson had 12, Matt Thomas had 6, and Ryan Ferdig had 5. The season ended on a good note with a record of 10-8, and we got a third place finish at the Atlanta tournament.
The varsity basketball teams have been hard at work in preparation for next Tuesday night's season opener against Knox County. This year's varsity girls team is made up of seniors Holly Hazen, Danny Moyer, and Brooke Salter, junior Shrey Cole, sophomores Ashley Clarkson, Bridget Clarkson, Chelsea Collop, Kimberly Elsie, and Amanda Mills, and freshmen Jessie Hill, Haley Kelsey, and Christina Scudder. This year's varsity boys team is made up of seniors Danny Clarkson, John Susalige, Bill Elam, Travis Hedinger, Brent Platts, and Cody Salter, juniors Andrew Linhart and Cale Moore, sophomores Tyler Killen and Seth Wheeler, and freshmen Josiah Belzer, Jeremy Clay, Jacob Shipman, and Cale Watson.
Hi, I'm Cody. Welcome to this week's BHS Action News.
Tuesday afternoon, the Brashear Chess Club crowned its winner for its first ever tournament. 16 people participated in the tournament. Bill Elam was named champion, Cale Moore achieved second place, and Brent Platts took third. The next tournament is scheduled to begin next week and has 27 contestants. Congratulations to Christina Scudder for being selected to the District 2 All-District Band. The band, which is made up of musicians from approximately 40 schools, will perform January 15th in Moberly.
Tuesday afternoon, the BHS varsity cheerleaders held a pep rally in preparation for our season opener with Knox County. They led some cheers and fun activities. Travis Hedinger and Holly Hazen competed for the boys and girls teams and stepped their mouths with marshmallows. The faculty even tried to join in and learn some cheerleading steps.
The Brashear Lady Tigers lost their season opener Tuesday night to Knox County by a score of 51-44. Kimberly Elsie led the team with 14 points, 7 rebounds, 3 steals, and 1 assist. Shrey Cole had 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 steals. Christina Scudder contributed 7 points and 13 rebounds. Haley Kelsey had 5 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. Holly Hazen had 4 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal. Chelsea Collop had 5 rebounds, and Brooke Salter added 2 rebounds. The Lady Tigers now look ahead to their next opponent, Grundy County, in the Novinger Tournament. Tuesday night, the Brashear boys debuted against their longtime season opener rivals, the Knox County Eagles. The Tigers started off slow, but then they battled back, trailing the Eagles closely most of the game. The Tigers fought hard, ultimately falling short, losing 53-67. Brent Platts was the leading scorer with 27 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block. Freshman Jacob Shipman stepped up and added 11 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal. Bill Elam had 4 points and 3 rebounds. Cale Watson added 4 points. Danny Clarkson had 3 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Cody Salter scored 2 points and had 1 steal and 1 block. Travis Hedinger contributed 2 points and 1 rebound. Andrew Linhart helped the team with 1 rebound. The Tigers now look ahead to the Novinger Tournament, where they played the Green City Gophers in the first round.
Hi, I'm Cody. Welcome to this week's BHS Action News.
Congratulations to Tabitha Killen, Alexis Harlson, Anthony Chambers, Katie Stewart, and Justin Hazen for their selection into the 2004-2005 Northeast Missouri District Junior High Honors Band. They will audition for chair placement on Saturday, January 8, 2005, and perform in concert on Saturday, February 19, 2005 at Centralia High School. The first dozen games of the second BHS chess tournament have now been completed. In addition to the games in the bracket, several other students have taken an interest in chess and are seen playing before and after school. It is hoped the play will be completed and we will crown a winner by Christmas.
Tuesday night, the Brashear girls basketball team devoured Grundy with a final score of 57-16. Sheree Cole had 17 points, 7 steals, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. Kimberly Elsie had 14 points and 5 steals. Christina Scudder had 8 points and 9 rebounds. Haley Kelsey had 5 points and 1 assist. Holly Hazen had 5 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 steal and 1 assist. Chelsea Kolop had 4 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals. Brooke Salter had 2 points and 4 rebounds. Ashley Clarkson had 2 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. Great job.
The Lady Tigers got bumped from the winners bracket Thursday with a 55-38 loss to Malvinger. The Lady Tigers stayed close in the first half with the score being tied 18-18 just before halftime. Although Brashear only gave up 7 field goals in the second half, Malvinger spent a lot of time at the free throw line and eventually ran up the 17-point lead. Kimberly Elsie and Christina Scudder each scored 8 points, with Kimberly getting 2 rebounds, 1 steal, and 1 assist, and Christina pulled down 6 rebounds. Holly Hazen had 7 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 steals. Sheree Cole had 6 points, 2 rebounds, and a steal. Haley Kelsey had 5 points, 10 rebounds, 1 steal, and 1 assist. Chelsea Kolop had 4 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. The Lady Tigers face Beaver tonight at 8:10 in the third place game.
Monday night, Brashear boys played Green City in the Novinger tournament. Brashear collapsed in the first quarter and couldn't make up for the 29-0 start, losing 33-67. Brent Platts was the leading scorer with 19 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 steal. John Mountain had 3 points and 2 steals. Andrew Linhart had 3 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 steal. Cody Salter had 2 points and 2 rebounds. Cale Moore had 2 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. Bill Elam had 2 points and 1 rebound. Danny Clarkson had 1 point and 3 rebounds. Travis Henninger had 1 point, and Tyler Killen and Seth Wheeler each contributed with 1 rebound. Wednesday night, Brashear continued their quest for a win against Newtown Harris. Brashear lost 52-49 after being ahead most of the fourth quarter. Brent Platts was the leading scorer with 28 points, 4 steals, and 2 rebounds. Andrew Linhart had 7 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. Travis Henninger had 6 points, 2 rebounds, and a steal. Cody Salter had 4 points and 1 rebound. Danny Clarkson had 4 points, 7 rebounds, 3 steals, and 2 assists. Bill Elam had 5 rebounds. John Mountain and Cale Moore each helped the cause with a rebound each. Brashear boys play Lynn County here Tuesday night, looking for their first win.
Hi, I'm Cody. Welcome to this week's BHS Action News.
Tuesday, KTVO honored one of our very own BHS students as Scholar of the Week. Senior Danny Clarkson received this award and was interviewed for the story. Teacher Matt Caldwell and fellow senior Brent Platts were also interviewed for the story. Congratulations, Danny.
Wednesday, the sophomore students in Spanish 1 presented their own fashion show 6 Hour. Students paired up and prepared colorful outfits and commentary to practice their Spanish skills. They modeled to their choice of music while working the catwalk. All Spanish 1 students participated and put on a wonderful show.
Last Friday night, the BHS Lady Tigers went on a trophy hunt and bagged third-place hardware at the Novinger tournament. Conference rival Bevere proved to be no match for the Lady Tigers, who pulled away to a 51-32 victory. Kimberly Elsie led the Brashear scoring with 21, Sheree Cole chipped in 14, and Chelsea Cobb added 8. Brooke Salter had 4 points, and Haley Kelsey and Christina Scudder each added 2. Tuesday night, the Brashear Lady Tigers defeated conference rivals Lynn County by a score of 47-44. The Tigers cruised to a comfortable 23-11 halftime lead, but Lynn County had a strong second half, making for an exciting finish. Kimberly Elsie had 20 points in the game, Haley Kelsey had 8, Sheree Cole had 7 points, Holly Hazen had 4 points, and Jessie Hill, Chelsea Cobb, Danny Moyer, and Christina Scudder each had 2 points. Tuesday night, Brashear boys played Lynn County. Brashear was down by only 1 point in the first half, but was outscored 16-30 in the second half, losing 74-59. Brent Platts was the leading scorer with 18 points, Cale Watson had 13, Jacob Shipman had 9, Danny Clarkson and Bill Elam each had 6. Andrew Linhart had 4, Travis Hedinger had 2, and John Mountain contributed with 1 point. Brashear still doesn't have a win and looks for one Friday night at home against Novinger.
Hi, I'm Cody. Welcome to this week's BHS Action News.
Monday night, the Brashear Music Department put on its annual Christmas program. Kindergarten through 6th grade performed various holiday songs from around the world. The elementary band performed in their first Christmas concert. The high school band played a nice mix of Christmas favorites. The Glee Club provided a good vocal performance as well.
This Tuesday, approximately 140 Brashear students in grades K through 6 received an early Christmas present. Members of the Brashear PTS came to school to distribute free reading books. These books, donated by PTS, are given to the students so that each elementary student can have their very own book. This very popular program is designed to encourage students to read.
Last Friday, the Brashear girls beat Novinger with a final score of 43-34. The Lady Tigers fell behind in the first half, but made a stunning comeback in the second. Kimberly Elsie made 13 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. Haley Kelsey also scored 13 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist. Danny Moyer had 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. Holly Hazen had 5 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist. Sheree Cole had 4 points, 1 rebound, and 1 assist. Tuesday night, the Brashear girls played the play to bring home another victory. With a final score of 42-26, Kimberly Elsie dominated the second half, scoring an outstanding 11 points. Kimberly scored 14 points throughout the game. Danny Moyer had 9 points, Sheree Cole had 5 points, Holly Hayes and Brooke Salter each scored 4 points, Haley Kelsey, Chelsea Collop, and Christina Scudder each scored 2 points. Last Thursday, the Lady Tigers faced Milan. After falling behind in the first half, the Lady Tigers made a miraculous comeback in the fourth quarter, beating the Lady Wildcats 50-45. Once again, Kimberly Elsie came out on top with a stunning 23 points. Sheree Cole and Haley Kelsey each scored 8 points. Danny Moyer scored 5, and Brooke Salter, Christina Scudder, and Chelsea Collop each scored 2 points.
On Friday, December 10th, the Novinger Wildcats visited Brashear. In the boys' game, the Tigers put up a good fight. They still came up short, losing to Novinger 49-37. Britt Platts led the Tigers scorers with 20 points. Cale Watson had 5, Andrew Linhart and Jacob Shipman each scored 4, and Cody Salter and Danny Clarkson each had 2 points. Last Tuesday, the boys headed to La Plata looking for a win, but came up short again, falling 75-41. Britt Platts scored in double figures with 11, Andrew Linhart had 9, Cale Watson scored 7, and Jacob Shipman put in 4. Jeremy Clay and John Mountain each had 3 points, and Cale Moore and Bill Elam both scored 2 points. Thursday night saw Milan come to town. The boys were pumped up looking for their first win, and their hard work paid off. Brashear boys defeated Milan by a score of 51-44. Leading Tiger scorer was Britt Platts with 28, followed by Andrew Linhart with 8, Danny Clarkson with 7, Cale Watson with 6, and Travis Hedinger had 2. The Tigers will not get a break until their next game, a home contest with Schuyler County, January 7th.
Merry Christmas from BHS News.